It's a gorgeous day outside. I was just in the flow of video editing, and now I'm gonna go eat breakfast before it ends. Yeah, today's the day I get my bike. The journey begins. We got a feast here. Miso soup, udon, mystery bread, salmon, mini hamburgers, yakisoba noodles, scrambled eggs, and salad, and some green tea. Yum. I'm eating udon with a fork. Sue me. Okay, so the hotel is called Toyoko Inn, not Tokyo Inn. Oopsies. Overall, it was a great stay. This place is well run, cozy, excellent food, good breakfast. Yeah, would stay again. It is a gorgeous day in Takamatsu. The brutalist buildings are looking beautiful. The sky is very dramatic, cloudy with strong sun peeking through. And now I'm on my way to pick up my bicycle. And I have to trim down all this stuff here. Looks like the station is right beside ruins of an old castle. And these trees are so gorgeous, look at them. They're so well kept. Look like little green clouds on sticks. This train is so cute and yellow. And it's right beside this castle ruins. Super aesthetic. There's some foreshadowing right outside the station. The translation of this is a journey of the heart to face oneself. Hey, Nick from the future here. This guy has no idea how accurate that statement is. So much beauty here. But I also feel like it's not super novel. It feels all familiar. I mean, sure, the last time I was here was in 2017, and I guess I was in Korea, a similar culture and environment back in 2023 or 2024, but there's like a familiarity here, and just like, I'm not like, oh my god, the convenience stores, or like, oh my god, the fancy toilets, or like, oh my god this, or oh my god that. Maybe it's just an at-home or familiarity within myself, or I can definitely say I'm put to ease. And look at this beautiful little garage here, very peaceful. I don't know if it's because of my environment. It definitely helps because I'm not really fearing for my life. I can just meander and stroll around and be safe here, and there's not a lot of stimulus, not a lot of loud sounds or clutter. I find that when I'm in a cluttered and chaotic environment, it's there can be a little bit more anxiety there, but that can also be put under control because it's my own mind generating it. Like, even in the busyness of inside Takamatsu, I could feel peace. All I can say really is I just feel at ease. I think that's because my mind is very quiet. All I want to do is this pilgrimage, and I'm not even that torn up about it. I know I'll do at least like 10 temples, but if I don't get the full 88, I'm not like, oh, but I had to complete it. I'm here for the lulls. I'm here out of the enjoyment of it. Sure, there's a mission and a quest involved. I am following the framework of this pilgrimage, but overall I'm already happy and satisfied and content in myself. Even before I left, like, I was chilling in Toronto, I could be chilling in Ottawa, and I was still like feeling fine about it. This trip wasn't like, I must do this trip. It's definitely something I want to do in this life, but it's not something that will complete me, if that makes sense. I'm good. And I love that the biking lane is on the sidewalk, and I love how wide the sidewalks are. I wish. America, come on, please. Okay, made it to the bike shop. Demoto, and I'm being taken care of by Norman White of Cycle Shikoku, who's letting me use a bike and giving me a veteran discount, which is really nice of him. The smell of a bike shop. Wow. Shikoku Henro o Megute Namikado ikimasu. 28 gakan taizai shimasu. Oishi? Took me a little bit, but the bike setup is complete. All the bags. This is my small bag wrapped up in rain covers and security and safety gear. Camping stuff, clothes. Yeah, I got kitted up by Mr. Demoto. I want to say hello? Demoto Cycles. Great guy. Very Very helpful, very patient. Okay, now we gotta go to the mall and exchange my sleeping bag and then begin the pilgrimage and get my my pilgrim uniform. Oh geez, I heard thunder roaring and now it's starting to rain a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse, but the clouds are looking very dramatic now. Very unfriendly. Here in my garage, I got my iron steed here. Look at this. Beautiful stallion, waterproof-ish, ready to ride, ready to take me far, and hopefully it doesn't break down too much. It's raining now. The thunderstorm came in and it's coming down so hard. So now I just wait. Yeah, me too. Holy, it's really coming down now. Thank God for my garage. It cleared up pretty well. Wowee. It's like nothing ever happened. The pathway ended here, but I think this is a tunnel that goes on the other side to avoid this like super heavy intersection of 6-lane intersection on both ends. Yeesh. Yeah, I thought so. I almost ate shit going down that ramp. I forgot gravity exists. Having a bike with all my gear at the rear end of it is unwieldy. But we got the steed under control and we're back on the road. It's gorgeous out today, and I love the added like cleanliness of the air and the little touch of humidity. And like there's a very soft sea breeze too. Oh, just refreshing. It's like drinking the air, and every drink has a little spark in it. Just yesterday, this same river was like a flowing torrent of mighty ocean. And now it's nothing. And we return to Monteberru, where hopefully my sleeping bag's still there. Another shout out to human beings for creating this cathedral of consumerism. Oh my God. Mountain for scale. Yo, Nick from the future here. So this, charging your phone in public, is actually illegal. So don't do what I'm doing. Although it's very convenient to charge your measly device on the power grid of a mega mall. I don't advocate for stealing from corporations. Don't steal from corporations. Corporations they work so hard. So don't steal from corporations ever. Never, ever, ever steal from corporations. I've been scouting around, cruising for these power outlets here. And right beside my bike, I just noticed like, oh, what's this thing? And then I saw the plugs, like, no way this thing works, no way it's on. And of course it's on. So what life have I created for myself here? What the fuck is going on? Why am I allowed to do this? There's no permission that's even necessary. I could just do this stuff. I'm so lucky, I'm so privileged, I'm so blessed to have the opportunity to do this and have the body to be able to do this, and to like all the things leading up to this moment. I'm so lucky and so thankful, and I will cherish every moment of this, even during the times when I have to hit record and do all this electronics bullshit. We approached the first official temple of the pilgrimage. This is so there's 20 bonus temples or additional temples. This is temple number 19 of the additional bonus temples. The power of this place. Oh my God. It feels like I'm inside a battery. I'm not exactly sure where to get my robe, but holy shit. It's incredible here. smell is so nice. I want to cry here. My goodness, I'm getting choked up just by existing in this place. Like my heart is just, like my whole body is like tingling. And oh my goodness, like I just want to turn to a noodle and just melt. Us. Communicating with a gentleman who guided me in this room and said to use the intercom, but then he said to stay here and he'll go to get the teacher. So maybe the teacher can help me out so I can get kitted up. Oh goodness. I wish I knew more Japanese. I know ikimasu, to go by, but all the other stuff, I can feel my brain aging. Like when I came here in 2017, I felt like my brain was more pliable and more malleable and I could understand better, but right now I feel like a bit more rigid. I gotta shake it up more. Plus the patience of the locals here. I had a nice Google Translate conversation with a lady who was helping me out. The uniform I seek is not here. It is at another temple that's about 8 kilometers away. So now I'm going to go to an electronics store and get a better microphone so I can have better audio quality for my Instagram reels. And I might stay at the Toyoka Inn again. I might just go towards Tokushima, which is starting to go east, like clockwise around the island, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll decide as I ride. I'm at the electronics store and this place is freaking killing me, man. Why is it so bright and white? It's like sterilized. Compared to the Zen temple, I'm just like, or compared to the Buddhist temple, I'm just, the image of that store is burned into my freaking eyeballs. I'd never want to work in a store like that, that's for sure. But being in a store like that for more than like half an hour fries my brain, and I understand why people drink and smoke. Oh my god. Like my eyes feel sunburnt. The hotel is sold out, and Airbnb and Booking.com are showing listings that are over $500, $600, $700. There's a national holiday in 2 days, so I may have to camp this one out. This weather has been quite odd. I'm starting to get a little bit of the stressful, anxious feeling in me of like, oh man, are we gonna make it? I'll make things work out. They always end up working out anyways. But yeah, look at these clouds. These are, they look a bit spooky. Goodness. All right, so the plan now is, and okay, it'd be real nice to have one of these, actually. Okay, Toyoko Inn, ask if they have availabilities. If they don't, get some food, get some like substantial food, and then I'm gonna bike about 16 to 20 kilometers to a roadside stop where I'm gonna camp out. And then my journey around Shikoku begins. Such dramatic weather today. Here's the rain coming down. Looks like there's no wind though. I find it a bit silly when people like to complain about small talk about like, oh, you know, how's the weather and all that, but you know how interesting the weather is? Learning about the weather and like noticing patterns in the wind, the feeling of humidity or the smell in the air, that stuff's very interesting. That's not even small talk. Maybe I'm autistic, likely. The storm's over, but this is my version of having a cigarette right now. My goodness, I look. I've had better days. Got some yummy foods. I think that'll perk me up a bit. Oh, oopsies. Sorry, chicken. Got all that omelet, rice, protein, energy, protein, and little num-num, little treat. And now I gotta figure out this microwave. 79 pussy bombaras clad protein. Is this what my life has become? Just eating on the street like some hobo? Yeah, I chose this. I have my bathtub now. Look at that. I got my shower in a package. The body sheets and the face sheets. Wonder what the distinction is between the two, but Oh well, we take them. Well, we returned to the Toyoko Inn and there's nothing. Okay, quest updated. Rather than bike 16 kilometers tonight, let's bike 16 minutes, or rather 6 kilometers instead, to a park by the beach over here on this red pin. So yeah, I think this is more doable, and there shouldn't be a lot of people there. It looks like a very quiet neighborhood, which is ideal. Sweet, let's get out of here. But before we go, I'm gonna finesse a hobo bath, or at least a sink to brush my teeth in the hotel. I love that Japanese bathrooms are so advanced that they have the cuck chair. Do they want me to piss in the sink too? Wait, what? What? What is this? So it turns out this thing's for people with artificial anuses who have like the pack that poke out of their gut. Interesting. Didn't know that they had an appliance for that. Good on you, hotel, for being very accessible. Toyoko Inn was also nice enough to let me sit around, charge my stuff, and loiter for a bit, legally, with agreement. We were in that hotel for a while. Well, my phone's all charged up. I was nice and toasty. I was trying to fall asleep on my chair, and I know that once I start dozing off, I'm gonna get kicked out, so we gotta get out of here. The night here gets pretty chilly at this time of the year, and it's a little bit humid too, so it's like reminds me of home, where the cold just like slices through you. I feel like such a suspicious weirdo. I'm just like biking through parks, cruising. And this one's no good back here. The ground's still really saturated with water, like it's like a marsh. So on to the next one. I found like a vacant lot I could camp at, but we'll see. We'll check out the next one. Okay, so you can't really see me right now. My map, the park I was looking at, turns out it's a cemetery. So no, does not feel right. In many layers, it does not feel right. Morally, spiritually, and like red flags from the gut. So no. I did find a few other empty lots on the way here, and I think those are the most promising. We're right by the beach. It's nice to hear the ocean waves and everything, but the breeze is really strong and I don't want that. So I'm gonna go for the calmer option and go elsewhere. Okay, the bike is all set, locked up beside the tent. I'm using my lovely red light because I love red light. And here's the inside of the tent, all cozy, spacious, all my stuff, which I'm gonna organize. And we're in for a real nice night of organization. And, oh, I forgot to show you. I'm in an empty lot with there's houses here. And this is like a vacant residential lot that's for sale. This whole setup here is probably illegal. Well, likely, very much likely, certainly illegal. It's trespassing. So if you were to do this, leave no trace of your presence, don't leave any trash behind, and arrive late at night and leave early in the morning. Let no one know you're there. So try not to do it. Avoid doing it. If you do, you run a lot of risks. But sometimes you need a place to sleep. So it's pretty chill. Dark, overcast, might rain later, but we're set. Like the tent is real secure.